Gillette Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. They'll look to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
And had 4 of those picks led to the loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Right on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin we remember they turned it over 4 times last week, so another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect. That's somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Falcons at 4 and 6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight. When you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes when you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up.
Brandon, perfect good defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And he passed it off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
The offense on 3rd down today. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showed the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Going after it right down the middle. It's now a 7-0 game. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are back down to 500 following the loss this week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency in this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Let's go to Raymond
James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides up at the end. He'll be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. This is caught. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a nice drive put together here. 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a passing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on a minute play to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, they're going to sneak in anywhere, but that's what they're trying to do. Now up on his way, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Second and 5. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone. Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll drop to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 1. Now he'll escape to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he looks on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway once it happened. It knocked the wind out of their sails. They just didn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.